Okay, so we're going to continue talking about speaking into existence the things we want in our life. And today we're going to talk a little bit about our affirmations. I know I've discussed affirmations briefly and in depth on my blog, but here's the thing. Today I'm going to record my affirmations and my major definite purpose over some binaural tones. I believe I'm telling you if I'm saying that correctly. But the point of it being, I've never done this before. I mean, I have my major definite purpose. I read it every morning. I read it at night. But now I'm going to use another subtle influence on my mind are these binaural tones. Okay? It's kind of hard for me to try to explain what it is, but I would give you some feedback on what happens with these binaural tones. But what I do know this is in my research is that what often would happen when people wanted to get some guidance on where they wanted to go, some direction, they may go up into the mountains, they go into the temples or whatnot that are usually up in the mountains. Or if you go, again, a biblical reference, often you see somebody that goes up into the mountains, they come down and get directions and talk with God, and they come back down and deliver the message to the people. Okay? What is that? Why do you need to go into a mountain or something like that? Or why do the temples have to be in the mountains for you to get some direction? And if you think about it as a metaphor, when you climb these mountains, you're at the top of this mountain, you're better able to see further into the distance. You're better able to see your vision. Okay? Now, we may not be able to go climb some mountains in now at present day times, but we can put ourselves into a higher state. So, what are those higher states? Usually our higher states is when we have lessened our mental activity and slowed our physical activity. You know, monks would sit down and in their positions, and when you meditation, you sit in calming positions and you try to calm your mind, release all thoughts and stop all physical activity. So how can we do that without having to meditate, so forth? The ways we can do that are to go into the states when we're most calm, and that happens right when we first wake up because our brain activity hasn't started and our body may have physically gotten started, and right before we go to bed. Again, we're shutting our brain down from the day and we're relaxing our bodies. Now, those are the best times where our mind is most receptive to what our spirit is trying to say. Okay, our spirit being what gives us our vision for where we want to be in our life, where we want to go in our life. So if you really think about that, what that really means is that our mental and our physical self are always blocking and interfering with the input and the feedback and the expression of our spirit. So in order for us to let our spirit express itself more in our mental states and our physical states, we must give it its time, such as when you first wake up in the morning and right before you go to bed. All right, we'll talk to you later. I love you. You guys, make sure you comment on this post. Tell me what you think about this and whether you have any comments about the binaural things that I'm about to try. Okay? I love you. I'll talk to you later. I'm out.